Welcome everybody folks, this is Jörn from Startupradio. Today I'm here at the International Automobile Show, Frankfurt Auto Show, IAA, as you like it, but you know where I'm going. This exhibition has a place for startups. It's called New Mobility World, and I'm here in New Mobility World, and surprise, I found a startup that I'm going to interview right now. First, I would love you to pay some attention here to the so-called PAL V Liberty, which is what we are talking about now with
Markus Hess. I'm responsible for marketing and sales at PAL V, and PAL V stands for Personal Air
and this thing is actually a flying car.
It is a flying car, correct.
But what people cannot see here, it looks a little bit like a 3D printed model. So does it actually work, or is it just an idea?
No, it is far beyond the stage of an idea, because we've already tested our prototype in 2012, and with that prototype we've actually proven that we can do what we promised. And you're right, this is so far just a model, but that is for the specific reason that all the results that we got out of the prototype, all the results actually went into this model. And while we are actually speaking right now, we're building the real PAL V Liberty. So we needed something to show to the public here at the show, therefore we decided to just show a model. But if you're going to come back to our office in about 3 or 4 months, you're going to see the real thing.
You're going to invite us for a test flight and drive?
If you wish, we will do this. Yes, we will.
That would be awesome. But when I came here, I thought, oh, flying car, awesome. When I'm in a traffic jam here around Frankfurt, there are like lots of traffic jams, like in every big area. I get into a traffic jam and I just lift out, and then your colleague who received me here at the booth said, no, I'm sorry. And he crushed all of my dreams. What can you actually do with it?
Oh, we've got to live somehow your new dreams, and your new dreams are according to existing regulations, because otherwise you're going to have nightmares.
You really feel your jump. You have to dream along regulations.
I guess so, because I just heard when I came here, that even the escalators have rules here in Germany. It just doesn't make sense to build something that is not going to perform with existing regulations. That's at least our attitude, because otherwise you depend on others to make decisions for you. And as a good entrepreneur and as a good entrepreneurial company, you want to have your fate in your own hands. And therefore we decided to build a platform that is actually according to existing regulations. And if the regulations change one day, we can adapt our platform. And we are convinced that our platform is, even for the changes in the regulation, the best platform that it can actually have, in regard to noise, in regard to speed, in regard to range, and all the other things which count for our future customers.
What you can do, I've learned, because we did before a German interview, was that you basically can fly from place A to place B with it, which doesn't necessarily need to be an airport either way, right?
Right. This is actually the main advantage of, we think, our concept compared to drone concepts, because it is really door-to-door transportation. I mean, you start the day when you leave the house and you get the PAL V out of your garage. You may then either drive, or you drive to the next airport, and then you fly to an airport and you land there, and then you take the drive mode to go, for example, downtown Hamburg, downtown Berlin, or downtown Paris. And this is something that most likely you're not going to be able to do with any other concept, because you are not going to be allowed to land in the city.
One more question. How far can you fly with your PAL V Liberty?
Okay, the range depends a little bit on the weight. So if you fly all by yourself, you're going to have a range of about 550 kilometers.
Even me?
Yes, even you. I may have a little less. No, I may have a little less range, so that was actually a compliment.
Oh, I'm so glad, thank you.
Anyway, and if it's 2 persons, it has a range of about 400 kilometers.
400 kilometers brings you approximately from Frankfurt to Munich or Hamburg?
Hamburg might be a little tight, but you're definitely going to get to Hanover and easily to Munich.
Awesome. And Hanover and Hamburg, they do have traditionally lots of wind. That also has to go into your calculations, then, right?
This is correct, but talking about wind, that is a good topic because the gyrocopter is the most stable airplane actually for rough conditions. So you're going to experience a lot less vibrations and a lot less thermal ups and downs as you would feel either in a helicopter or in a regular plane. It's about 1/5 of what you would feel in a regular small plane. So therefore, the ride itself is much more comfortable.
And talking about the way it functions, like it has a big propeller here in the back, and it has a big propeller you can lift up and has it on top. And basically, this one gives you thrust forward, and then the big propeller on top takes like the function of the wings of a normal airplane, right?
Correct. You couldn't have described it any better. Yes, the propeller in the back actually pushes it forward, and through that forward movement, the rotor on top starts spinning, and once that rotor has about 300 RPMs, it creates enough lift, and you lift off. And therefore, the takeoff run is very short compared to any other airplane, and the landing roll is extremely short. I mean, half a soccer field is plenty to actually land.
That is cool. That means some people could even land in the yard. And one more question: RPMs means rotations per minute of the main.
Correct. 300 RPMs of the main rotor means 300 revolutions per minute of the main rotor.
Okay, and what are you here for except talking to me at IAA?
Okay, I mean, there are more or less various reasons. I mean, one is definitely finding customer. Another one is definitely getting a lot of press attention, and the third one is definitely finding partners in various areas.
I was just asking, are you also looking for investors?
If an investor walked up here and said, "Wow, this is a cool concept, I would like to invest," we would actually welcome it.
Okay, and if anybody is interested to reach you, they can go on the show notes, they see the link for Startupradio, and they could just reach out to us and we'll hook you guys up.
That would be super, and we would be very thankful, and looking forward to a lot of response.
By the way, looking forward, actually, if this thing is actually flying, this was an intentional workplay, would you invite me back for the next trip, like going by car and flying by cars at the same time?
We will do that, so we just need to exchange parts to make sure that we'll get you informed once we are there.
Great. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.